From the headquarters of the Guild of Champions, this is the Becoming Thin podcast, and I am your host, Chris Terrell. And welcome to another week of your weight loss quest. How did this last week go for you, champion? What new challenges did you encounter? But more importantly, what failure did you go through and what lesson did you get from that failure? Come on now. Don't let a perfectly good failure go by without you getting your lesson. That's your reward for your troubles, by the way. Now, if you're new here, I've lost 125 pounds myself after an entire adulthood of chronic yo-yo dieting. Up, down, again, before I finally got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I made some permanent, meaningful, and actual changes to my real-life lifestyle, habits, routines, environment, community, and to my systems of belief. Because it's all 6 of those things that create the results of my life, that create me, and if I want to get new results in my life, I'm going to have to change all 6 forces of transformation. Your lifestyle, habits, routines, environment, community, and your belief systems. Now, if you have not joined the Becoming Thin Facebook community, I would like to invite you to come join that. It is free. You can head on over to becomingthin.com to find out more about it. You can also search for Becoming Thin in the Facebook group, and I'll get you there. Also, I've launched my new newsletter. I haven't sent out I haven't sent out issue 1. I'm working on it. I actually started putting the final touches on it yesterday. And if you want to be on my newsletter that I'm going to send out to get weight loss tips sent right to your email, head on over to becomingthin.com, scroll down all the way to the bottom, and subscribe to The Thin Line, which is going to be my newsletter. I'd love to have you be a part of it. Now, this week, I want to talk about something really important. Belief. If you've spent your whole life trying different diets, workout plans, and weight loss programs, but you feel stuck still, if you feel like you're not making any progress, I want you to ask yourself something. Where have you been placing your belief? Where have you been placing your belief? That question has an answer. And the answer will affect how your journey goes. So can I start with my personal story for a second? When I was near 300 pounds, 290 pounds, getting ready to cross 300, I was gaining, and I was well on my way up. The reality is I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I could do this. In fact, I was giving up. I was giving up. I had tried keto so many times. I hated eating healthy so much. I'd rather be fat than eat healthy. And so I was like, well, gosh, I wish so desperately I could make keto work because then I don't have to eat healthy. I tried a shakes diet. That didn't work because it turns out I like chewing food and not being starving all the time. There was just several things I tried and I could just never get them to work. They would lose weight. Don't get me wrong. They would work in that regard, but I couldn't get them to work. I couldn't get them to stick. I couldn't get them to be my way of life. I just couldn't do it. And by continually picking these strategies that I couldn't do, I slowly over time began to lose belief in myself. That's the greatest tragedy of all, I think, of all of it. It's not the weight gain. The weight gain was certainly not cool, but I think the biggest thing that really left the biggest mark was that through all of this, diet, lose, regain, diet, lose, regain, yo-yo dieting, through all of this, I lost my belief in myself. I lost my belief in myself. Honestly, I believed I couldn't lose the weight. In the past, what I had been doing is I was always placing my belief in the solutions, the plan, the system. I thought keto would fix me. All right? And I've realized that this, as I've started to work with people in the guild and teach people weight loss, I started to see that so many people do the same thing I did. You place your faith in a program. You place your belief in a diet plan, in a influencer, thinking they will save you, thinking this plan will save you. And for a while it works, but it doesn't work. Not long term, not in a way that lasts. I didn't trust myself to succeed. I just hoped the plan would work. And this approach created dependency. I was always chasing the next plan. I was always chasing the next weight loss guru. I was always chasing the next success story to learn what they did so I could copy them. But It didn't work because my faith was always being placed in the wrong place. Because think about it. When you do these plans, it's not a matter of if you stop doing them. It's a matter of when. And then I would just go back to feeling broken, right? And I go, why can't I stick with this, I think? What's wrong with me? Don't I want to be thin? Don't I want to be healthy? Don't I want to be in shape? Don't I want to be in the smaller body? I don't want to be fat, but I can't seem to stop. You're only as good as the solution you're currently on. You're only going to get results that match what you're currently doing most of the time. And I'd go back to feeling broken after losing weight and then gaining it back, looking at a plan I couldn't stick with. I just felt broken. I felt like there was something wrong with me. But the final weight loss journey, the one that I'm on now, the one that I've been on for 6 years, it didn't start with the perfect solution, right? I lost my weight over 26 months and I've been keeping it off. I hadn't gained it back. This plan did not start with the perfect solution. But it did start with some things that were important. One of the things that totally helped me lose all the weight and become a thin, healthy, happy, and shape person is I stopped outsourcing my belief. I stopped placing my faith and belief in systems and diets that somebody else created. And instead, I started putting my faith in me, myself. Not in a tool that I was going to use, not in a tactic I was going to deploy, but in myself. You see, I didn't trust that I could figure it out, that I could lose the weight. In fact, I thought there was something wrong with me, and that's why I was gaining the weight, because something's up with me. If I knew what it was, I'd change it. And if it was changeable, I'd do everything I could to change it. But at the beginning of this journey, I decided to do something different. I decided to put my faith in myself. I began to trust that I think I could figure this out. I began to trust in my ability to adapt. I began to believe I'm resourceful. I'm persistent. I'm creative. I'm resilient. I can endure a failure and come back. I'm not weak. I'm not a coward. I know I might be acting like these things, but this isn't what I want to be. You see, the most powerful plan in the world is useless if the person using it doesn't believe in themselves. I was asking the whole world to believe in me when I was unwilling to believe in me. I was always striving to work hard so I could get an attaboy, so that I could feel like it would be safe to believe in myself. I was asking everybody else to believe in me except me. Why would anybody believe in me? Why? You see, at the very beginning, I definitely didn't fully believe in myself. I now do. I completely believe in me. But in the beginning, I didn't. In the beginning, I didn't. Because you got to understand, it's not that I didn't believe in myself. I had given up in many respects on myself and the life I was living. I was just settling and working hard to convince myself I was okay with it. But look, I got to be real. At 290 pounds, I couldn't say, I believe I can lose every pound. I couldn't say that. That'd be a lie. But I could say this. It's possible. It's possible as long as I don't quit. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know. I'm willing to bet however long I think it's going to take. It's going to take a lot longer than that. I was right. But I can commit to always getting back up. The problem in the past has been I quit. I kept going. Life gets hard. It starts to get real messy. I start to have a bunch of failures, and then I quit. But what I can do is commit to getting knocked down, to picking myself back up, knocking the dust off me, and just hitting it again. And then doing that again. And then doing that again. And then doing that again. I'm so glad my old self did that, because I've now learned I didn't need to fully believe in myself. That was not a requirement. I just needed enough belief in myself to keep showing up. I needed enough belief in the possibility of my success to keep showing up, so that when I totally bungled up the previous day, I'd show up today as if it were day zero. It's not day zero. I'm not going to tell myself I'm starting again. I'm just going to act as if. You don't have to know how you're going to be successful. I stopped asking myself to need that. I said, self, you don't need to know how it's going to work out. In fact, you can't know. It is unknowable. It is not something that is possible to be known. So stop trying to learn the unlearnable, right? I cannot know at the beginning of my journey how I'm going to do this. You listening right now, you cannot know what you're going to be doing a year from now to manage your body. You don't know. You have no idea. The only thing you can be sure that you will take with you a year from now is your principles. You can take your principles and your philosophies, but the situations and circumstances are going to be so different that the specifics of what you're going to be doing will have no choice but to be different. But what you can know is that you won't quit until you're done. And you'll be done when you get the goal. And you define the goal. You define the goal. This is why it's so important you don't try to set out on a weight loss journey and say, I just want to feel better and lose and be healthy. Because you'll have that when you've lost 30 pounds, but your ass is 150 pounds overweight. Stop quitting 30 pounds in. You ain't done. Keep going. Don't quit until you're done. You can believe in your ability to not quit until you're done. And that's what I did. I decided to believe in me. I decided to say, I don't need to know how it's going to work out. I'm just going to choose to believe that I'll figure it out because I've figured everything out so far. You see, belief is not something, though, you feel one day and then it never leaves. You see, I had the day I decided to believe in me, and you know what infuriatingly needed to happen? I had to do it again the next day. And you know what infuriatingly happened again? I had to choose to believe in me the next day. And you know what happened to me infuriatingly again? I had to choose to believe in me the next day. I had to keep choosing me consciously every day for so long, I don't even know how long it was. It was well over a year. I had to choose me every day, sometimes multiple times a day, because I would lose my belief in myself and my ability to keep going just as quickly as I'd find it. I just had to do it, though. I had to choose me. I had to build it. Every time I stumbled and I fell down and I messed up, right? I overate. I blew my calories for the day. I just decided not to track. I skipped a workout. I laid in bed after work. I didn't move at all for 3 days, whatever. I finally have this realization that I've not been doing what I want to be doing. And I'm like, here's my moment. This is my choose me moment. This is when I choose to believe in me right here. I'm going to get back up. Just get back up. Oh, but I've done that. Just stop. Just get back up. Well, but I've done something. Nope. Just get back up. You can do this. No, I can't do this. I'd think to myself, and I'd have to reassure myself and say, yes, you can. Yes, you can. But what I did didn't work. That's okay, self. Just try something new. But I don't know what else to do. The next thing might not work. That's true. It likely won't. What you mean you want me to get up and go do something that likely won't work? That is correct. Why? Because we're taking the Thomas Edison approach, I told myself. You see, as I was going through this journey of choosing myself again and again and again and again and again and again, I decided to take the Edison approach to weight loss. You see, I didn't fail. I just discovered a way not to lose weight. I just discovered a way not to handle my stress. I just discovered a way not to help myself work out this week. Turns out having no plan and no schedule doesn't help me really work out. Oh, go figure. I have now learned that. If I'm willing to try something new and learn from a mistake, I'm powerful. I'm unstoppable. I begin every episode of the podcast the same way. The same way. Let's do it again. Let's take you through it. Hear the lesson. I may have to say it to you 100 times. From the headquarters of the Guild of Champions, this is the Becoming Thin podcast. And I am your host, Chris Terrell. And welcome to another week of choosing yourself on your weight loss quest. How did this last week go for you, champion? What new challenges did you encounter and need to choose to believe yourself after? What was it? But more importantly, what failure did you go through, and what lesson did you get from that failure as you chose yourself to believe in yourself again? What did you do? I say this every week. Every week. For years, I've been saying it to you. I've been trying to tell you. I want you to hear me. You've got to choose yourself. You've got to just get back up after a setback and stop ruminating and stop building a monument to your fuck up. No one cares. When you move on from your failure, you'll find that almost no one cares. Very likely, no one cares. You are likely the only one that actually cares. For real. Just choose to believe in yourself. Just let yourself off the hook. Do the thing for you that you wish desperately everyone else would do for you. You wish desperately that everybody would just let you off the hook and give you a second chance. I know you do. I know you do. You're human. You want it bad. When you mess up, you want someone just to say, I understand. I understand. I'm going to let you off the hook this time. You want it so bad. Then why won't you do it for you when you mess up? You want someone that's going to believe in you when you mess up. When you mess up and you make a mistake and you're thinking to yourself, oh no, this is proof I'm not going to be able to do it. You want somebody to come up that you look up to, that you respect, to say it's okay. You can do this. I messed up like this too. And I kept going. But no one else will be a suitable replacement for you saying this to you. When you say this to you, you're going to just feel like $1,000,000. You're going to feel unstoppable, like you can do anything. You're proving to yourself every time you come back from a setback that your belief in you is well placed. Every time you come back from a setback, you show yourself in the world what you're made of. You let your walking do the talking. So the question I want to leave you with is this. Are you placing your belief in solutions? Or are you placing your belief in yourself? When you finally decide that you are the constant, you are the common denominator in your life, you are the thing that's going to make this work, you're going to become unstoppable. The only belief you need to begin your journey of becoming thin is this: I'm not going to quit. I believe in my ability to not quit. I believe that no matter how many times I fail, I will get up one more time. I believe that I will continue to adapt. I will try something new. When something didn't work, I'll try something else. I believe I can keep going until I become thin. I believe I can do this because I'm doing it for me, and I am worth fighting for. That's all you need. You don't need any more than this. Now, something that can help, though, is to have supportive people in your corner. I do also say you're a byproduct of your lifestyle, habits, routines, environment, community, and belief systems. The community you surround yourself with can make a huge difference. And that's why I want to invite you to join the Becoming Thin Facebook community, where you can connect with other people that are just as passionate about becoming thin, healthy, happy, and in shape as you are, where you can associate with these people. Because look, I know it. When you first admit to yourself you want to become thin, you're like, well, I feel kind of guilty even saying that. The reality is, why do I want to lose weight? It's because I want to look good naked in the mirror. I mean, yeah, I also want to be healthy and all that stuff, but the reality is I want to look smoking hot on the beach this summer. I want it. It's not possible to have it this summer. I'm 150 pounds overweight, but you know what? I don't want to be saying this 2 summers from now. I need to surround myself with people that get this, that support me, that encourage me. I want to see people that look like me, that are getting out there and slaying it and killing it. That's where you can come connect with others in the Becoming Thin Facebook community. It is a completely free community that I would love to have you come be a part of. If you want to get into my next level pro community, if you're ready to turn pro, well, in that case, you're going to want to check out the Guild of Champions. The doors to the Guild are closed right now, but if you want to learn more about the Guild, you can head on over to theguildofchampions.com and you can learn how you can turn pro on your weight loss journey. Now, as you get ready to go out onto your journey to continue the next week of your quest, go to a mirror, look at yourself. I mean it. I want you to do this. Go find a mirror. Pull up your phone and pull up the selfie cam. Look to yourself. Look yourself dead in the eye. Say, I believe in you. You've made a lot of mistakes, but you've learned a lot, and you're still here. And that's proof you can do this. You got this, self. Let's go crush it today. Let's set our goals, and let's go for it. We deserve it. I love you. You're a rock star, and you're a champion, and you're worth fighting for. You're worth sacrificing for, and I'm going to do it for you. Go have a great week in your weight loss journey, and I'll see you next week on the Becoming Thin podcast.